Hey, good afternoon. Oh, good morning, wherever you are. Eddie Mitchell here, and we'll be talking about primarily about the books I've written. Uh, I'm really working hard on getting those out. Uh, we've already got two out around the globe in 80 plus days, and The Pirates of South Carolina. Please, please purchase those through Amazon. But after that, we're going to do them direct. And I'll run through the titles for you, see if they're of any interest. Um, I've got three cycle racing things, which is, and they're fun. It's not just cycle racing. People are captured and all sorts of things happen to them in a cycle race. Um, that's one. I've got another that's about South Carolina and Kent, Kent, in the UK. Um, that'll be out in a while. The Olympics, because they're on next year in LA, and the Olympic coverage is brilliant. I just love the Olympics. I've watched them since 1948 when I was three. I remember sitting at the table in my parents' kitchen and listening to Fanny Blancas Kern winning some races. They were just wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed the Olympics and have done all of these years, from when they've been in Rome or Melbourne or London. I just lap it up. I just enjoy that so much. Um, and I've got various number of other books, Rivers and Islands of South Carolina, um, that will be out shortly. So a lot of stuff, a lot of things on South Carolina. It's a state that I really love and has a lot to offer. Um, I'm intending to go out to Middleton Place sometime in the next week or so, which is the stables, the horses, and it's a park there, and it's just a beautiful place. And I'm intending to go out and find out more about it. Uh, there's so many places in South Carolina that people don't know about. Rock Hill, the cycle track. I've raced there many times, and it's such a nice area. And if you haven't been there to Rock Hill, it's in the north, then please go. Myrtle Beach. I love Myrtle Beach. It's a great place. I love going there. I haven't been there for a while, but it is somewhere that I enjoy going. It's great on the coast, and it's flights in from the UK now. So a lot happening in Myrtle Beach, and then down south, there's so much that South Carolina offers. It really is. From Hilton Head, uh, I love Hilton Head. It's a great place. The rivers and islands of this state are terrific. So, if you don't know anything about South Carolina, watch this show. I will be sending out information on places that I go to, so that you can follow up and get extra details on them. So, please do that. Let me know uh, if you enjoy them. I tell you what, this time of year is incredible in this state with the fall in progress at the moment. The trees are beautiful. The just the atmosphere. I love South Carolina, and I think that people don't realize what it has to offer. They really don't. And if they took a bit of time and maybe came down here and looked at the place and see for themselves that their attitude would change. I, I'm not talking about the governments because the government I don't like here, the way it's run, um, and I don't enjoy what they do. Um, they really need to step up and get into the 21st century. Um, and I just hold my head in my hands when I hear some of the things that go on in this state. Drives me crazy. But I, I don't dwell on that. There's a lot of good things here, and I hope that many of you, many of you will get out and enjoy South Carolina or read about it. I'm going to start publishing a lot of stories on South Carolina. It's, as I said earlier, it's an incredible state, has a lot to offer, and people don't realize they have no idea of what South Carolina has. It probably, I think, it has more islands than any other state. Um, I don't know about California, probably has a lot, but um, we have over 40 islands here. Um, some beautiful rivers, incredible rivers, great boating areas. So there's a lot to see here. Um, I mentioned horse riding earlier on. There's horse riding clubs. There's horse riding events in coming up actually in November or December. Um, they have a big horse riding thing not too far from here. So a lot of things going on here, and people poo-poo it. I think, oh, it's not a California or New York or what. No, thank goodness it isn't. Um, it has a lot to offer people, and you can come here. Um, for example, you can go to Charleston and see so much there of the history of South Carolina, the jails, the slavery. Uh, just historically, it's a great state, and of course, as I said, the slavery and the jails and all these ghost stories and that all fit into this environment that really is super to learn about. And I'm glad that I have spent time learning about them and writing about them. And I'm hoping I can do some lectures as well. Um, I love speaking to groups and especially about their own environment. And they don't realize, a lot of people have no idea of what's around them. They really don't. And you can find out if you contact the local tourist office um, or the, whichever, get in touch with Charleston Tourism or uh, Columbia. There's so much stuff. I coached the soccer team in Colombia for a couple of years. Um, we weren't particularly good uh, and didn't have too many wins, but I enjoyed it. And Colombia was very good to me. Very nice. I had a very nice apartment. Excuse me, there, and um, it was a good place to be. So all around the state, wherever you live, wherever you go, there's an opportunity to learn stuff just in your own little area. I mean, I'm in Goose Creek. There's a huge amount of stuff here, huge, that you can get to learn, and it's interesting. So get out there, find some books on things, ask questions, and get to know South Carolina as I do. I give it an A plus um, as a place to visit. And of course, one of the things that's happening, more and more people are coming here. Now, some people are saying, well, that's not good. We don't want that. But it is good. People have got to learn about a place. And if people are coming to your town for whatever reason, then that's got to be okay. businesses are growing up all over the place. There's a lot of things happening that are very, very interesting. So, as far as I'm concerned, read the books I'm getting out, learn more about the history of uh, South Carolina, and enjoy yourselves in this wonderful state. It really, really is something that's great to experience. All right, enough about that. Um, I'm going to come back and talk about a couple of other things that are dear to my heart. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, welcome back. I hope you took in all that stuff on South Carolina. I love this place, love it, and I hope you do as too. Um, anyway, what else is on the agenda? We're working on so many things apart from the books, um, and I have Lewis here who is my workaholic. Um, unfortunately, I can't do the things that I used to do, and but I still enjoy certain things I can do. And Lewis gathers all these things, bits up, and puts them together for me. Um, so we're working on a website, and I'll let you know about that in the next couple of broadcasts. Um, and we'll tell you about what we're doing. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at with the website to promote the books. That's the number one reason. Also, to promote other things I'm doing, such as the Special Ones Club. I love the Special Ones, mentally and physically handicapped, and the veterans. Anybody out there who's mentally or physically handicapped or a vet, please let me know how you feel about all this. My number to get me at is londonman11 at aol.com. And just let me know what you like to do, and we'll set up some things. I need to take some of these people to the sporting events, uh, to the hockey and to the baseball and to the soccer, and I'll be getting information out on all those in the next few weeks. I'm trying to do a lot of things. I had a I say I had a sort of hiatus on stuff because of my inability to do things. I ran into a brick wall several months ago, and mentally and physically, I wasn't able to do a lot of these things. Now I am, and I've got Lewis who's helping me. I love it that he's around. He does a great job in producing my videos and helping me with the books and various other things. Um, Another thing I want to talk to you about is merchandising. I want to start a merchandising program where I'm selling hats and t-shirts and so forth. Um, and I'm going to get those drawn up. I'm hoping my friend Lewis can help me there. I'm sure he can. And we'll get those on the market in the next few months. Um, these are some of the things I'm trying to do. And I want people to enjoy what I'm offering and what I'm doing. And if anybody has any suggestions, give me a call uh, or best email me, londonman11 at aol.com. And if you can just outline what you feel I can offer people. Um, I love doing lectures. I love doing talks on different things, particularly South Carolina. I'm pretty well knowledgeable on all these things. So I've done a lot of research, um, spent a lot of time writing about them. Um, for example, the trains. I love railways, and railways in South Carolina are not something that really stand out a lot, but they're a great way of getting around. Amtrak, a great way to get around. And so, if anybody is interested in railways, let me know. Ghosts. I love the ghost stories. There are so many that I've experienced, and Probably you have. So let me know if there's any ghost stories that have affected your life, and if you'd like to pass those things on to the other people. You know, it's important that we get the word out on different things, whatever it is, whether it's ghosts or railways or whatever, bird watching. Uh, I don't care as long as people are interested in hearing about it and doing something about it. It's no good saying, "Oh yeah, I like that." One of the things that I enjoy very much are the old ships, the sailing boats. I've got one in my bathroom, one of the shelves, the pirate ship. Um, I love all that sort of thing. And so, if anybody is interested in that, then let me know. I'd love to hear from you. There's so much good in this world, and I know there's so much bad, but I can't do anything about that. I really can't. I can only tell people about the good things and what I suggest they do. I can't make you not rob someone or kill someone. I can't do that. But I just tell you, there's a much better side to life. If you have a hobby and enjoy doing whatever it is, then it's so much better. It really is. Anyway, get too serious. Um, what else do I have on the agenda today? Well, I'm going to be starting a soccer clinic. Um, it depends a lot on whether I move, and I don't want to move. I'll tell you that from my place in Goose Creek. But if we have to move, then I'll be changing the venue. But at the moment, I'm looking to offer soccer training at least once a week in the apartments I'm at. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. Uh, I'd be delighted to have anybody, male, female, boy, girl, whatever, come along and learn the game. Believe me, I've been from the professional level. I've played coached at the professional level. I know so many of the top state players. I've, I'm steeped in soccer history, and I'd love to have some children or adults attend a clinic where I can show them exactly how to play. And we'll be announcing that uh, in the next month or so. And I hope that I have it here in Goose Creek. I hope that I've got a spot already set out where it's fenced in and we can train and do as much as we want to do. So stay with me for that. Um, there's so much to do and offer people. I've, I've got to get my book done. That's the first thing. Um, it's not easy. It really isn't easy to keep coming back to them. And I love writing. I love it. And so, uh, having said that, I've got to sit down and do some of these things, finish some of these books. The Olympic Games, for example, are next year, and I need to get the book out. And I've got the basis of it, but I need to finish it up. Um, and some of the other stories that I've got, I'm doing a whole series on Goose Creek. Um, there is a story of a robbery uh, and a group of ladies who can carry that out, and it's fun. Uh, there's one about my dog uh, and There's two or three about my dog, uh, and he does a rescue in one of them, um, and another one is a golf tournament where we lose the ball and the squirrel finds it, and then we get back on course and enjoy the golf round. So there's a lot of things I've written about. There's some soccer. There's some Subbuteo, which is table soccer. Um, there's a lot of things that I have an interest in that maybe you might as well. I started playing Subbuteo when I was 8, I think it was 7 or 8. It was only invented in just a few years before that, and in England, and it's a great game for kids to learn the game of soccer, learn how people move, where they go, um, and it's a first class game, and I thoroughly enjoy it, and want to get that across to people. So there's a lot of things. Darts, that's another sport that I love. Uh, Now I haven't played much of it lately, but um, it's that's another game that's just practice. You gotta practice at it. Um, and I used to play regularly in UK, and here I played several games. So just enjoy these sports. Doesn't matter how good or bad you are. And if I can help point you in the right direction with them, I'd be pleased to. All right, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back. Okay, folks, welcome back. We covered a lot of ground as we normally do, um, primarily the books. And I want you to keep in mind that my first two books are on Amazon, and you can get them for around $10, something like that, through Amazon. And then I've got a bunch of others that are coming out that will be sold through Eddie's bookshop or whatever I'm going to call it. Um, and we'll get those out as soon as I can get Lewis to tidy those up and get them ready for distribution. Um, and generally, I'm trying to get across a message that living here in South Carolina is brilliant. You can do so much for yourself. There's so much to offer. I know every week, I know in this area, I'm in the Goose Creek area, there's a load of festivals on and different events that are on that you can go to. Um, for example, I know very soon I'm hoping I can go. Um, there's a big concert on the 17th of January at the Coliseum here, and I hope that I will be there and that you can enjoy yourselves. Um, and it's a Barry Manilow concert, and I like Barry many times. I've seen him, and I actually met him once for a brief introduction. Um, so there's a lot of things that are going on in your area, and just have to look them up. Turn up the internet, find out what's going on around you, and get out and see some of these things. Please do yourself a favor and enjoy life. There's so much to offer. If you're on your own, then you can still get up and go to an event. You know, it may cost you $5 to get in. I don't know. It depends who it is or what it is. But please do that. You'll enjoy life a lot more than sitting there wallowing about, oh dear, what can I do? Do something. Do something about it. And above all, be peaceful. That's the main thing. I'm so fed up with these wars and problems that people are creating. There's no need. There is no need. Look at the Ukraine and Russian situation. Ukraine are asking for peace. Russians keep bombing them. I don't understand it. I really don't. It's greed. It's for personal reasons rather than anything else. And these people just want to add to their portfolio. And there's other ways they could do it, peaceful ways. So let's pray for peace. Hope that the world will come together. I know it's a big hope, but you can only hope that these things are going to happen, that people start to see the light, and that these wars are causing nothing but disasters to everyone. A problem. Look at the people who've died in Israel and Gaza. And, oh, it's terrible. It really breaks my heart. And another thing I just want to mention briefly are the animals. I'm a big animal lover, huge animal lover. And when I hear of some of the things that go on, like the guy that the other day who was arrested for, I think it was 52 dogs he had for dog fighting. He should be put away for life. Absolutely. He doesn't deserve to breathe the air that we do. He should be put away. And that's all he was doing, dog fighting. Disgraceful. Why didn't he go in and fight? I'd take him on if he wants to. I mean, it's terrible that these things happen around us and people act as if they're normal. They're not normal. It's abnormal to do that. You know, animals are here to love. And okay, some of them bite. That's the way they are. My cat here, Paco, he's a great kid, great boy, but he bites sometimes, especially when I'm going to bed. Um, so, but I don't hate Paco because of what he does, because he's a cat, and that's what cats do, believe it or not. So I love him for what he is and what he pleasure he gives me. Tremendous. So enjoy that with your animals. Enjoy them and treat them with respect. All of them, whether they're wild or whatever it is, treat them with respect. All right, that's enough this week. I've been rambling on about stuff, but don't forget to look at the books uh, as they come out, and I'll be back with you in this few days. Thanks now.